Hello, North Country, and welcome to Beekmantown Central School, the Eagles' Nest, for Champlain Valley Athletic Conference varsity football. Today, the Beekmantown Eagles meet the undefeated Peru Central School Indians. I'm Foxy Gagnon, along with Laura Gagnon on camera. Our thanks to Centennial Abstract, Jim Carlin and company for their support of CVAC football. This game shapes up as a good one. We're looking forward to this one under 75 degrees and sunny skies. Certainly not football weather, more like baseball weather, but we love it, and so does our videographer. Beekmantown Central opened the season with 2 wins, a 42-13 win over Mariah and a 26-7 win over Seton Catholic. They then lost to Ticonderoga 7-0, a first quarter touchdown by Ticonderoga, the only score in the game. They then lost to AuSable Valley Central 33-6. However, they rebounded in week 5 to defeat Saranac Central 73-21. Coach Mark Haley has to be happy with his offense. It is in motion. At the same time, the Beekmantown Central defense, one of the best in the CVAC, especially they are tops against the pass in the CVAC. Beekmantown will concentrate on a running game with number 43, junior Courtney Chatlin, one of the rushing leaders. He has 7 touchdowns on the season. He had 4 last week against Saranac. He had 8 carries for 144 yards. He's had 3 100-plus games in the 5 for the Eagles. Also, a change in recent weeks. Kevin Fassett, the senior, number 20, Kevin Fassett, has moved from the quarterback spot to split end. And we will look for that change. It gives him versatility. He has speed. He's a great athlete. And in the interest of the team, he moved to that spot to help the passing game of Beekmantown Central. Quarterback will be number 12, sophomore Chase Vaughn. He had a touchdown pass against AuSable Valley, and he was 3 for 9, 78 yards, and 2 touchdown passes against Saranac. Fassett on the receiving end of those 2 touchdown passes. So Beekmantown certainly has a good all-around game, and they're hoping to play a good one here today in Beekmantown against Peru Central. Of course, Peru has in mind what happened last year. The only loss suffered by the Indians last year was on this field, with Beekmantown the victorious by 1 point. And Peru had the ball in their hands late in the game and just ran out of time. Peru Central 5-0 on the season, and they are the defending Division I and Class B champions. They have won Section 7 Class B title 8 of the 9 last seasons, 8 out of 9. They have wins over Seton Catholic, AuSable Valley, Tupper Lake, Ticonderoga, and last week defeated Saranac Lake 35-6. They're a team with plenty of weapons as well. Junior quarterback number 11, Matt Bazzaio, is the top-ranked quarterback in the CVAC. In fact, in all of New York State for Class B quarterbacks, he has to rank up towards the top. And last week he had 2 touchdown passes. He had 4 against Tupper Lake. He has now a total of 12 touchdown passes on the season. He has several targets he can go to, including Mike Ortell, Matt St. Clair, Matt McCormick, as well as Ormsby, Dupree, Kelleher, Hart, Smith. And then the backfield, the top running back, one of the top running backs in the CVAC, junior number 40, Brandon Kelleher. Kelleher last week 14 carries, 146 yards, and 3 touchdowns against Saranac Lake. He has 14 total touchdowns, 13 rushing, and 1 with a pass interception return for a score, 14 overall on the season. Also in the backfield, Jason Remillard, although he wasn't a factor against Saranac Lake, he has been a steady runner in the backfield as well. And a key element to their offense, number 2, junior Matt St. Clair, one of the top secondary players in the CVAC and a breakaway threat on punt returns. In fact, he broke one for 63 yards against Seton Catholic, and Matt St. Clair has a total on the season of 11 pass receptions and 6 touchdowns through the air on the receiving end of Matt Bazzaio's strikes. The officials for this game, we can look back at our crew of officials. Laura Gagnon on camera, and we're going to do a balancing act high above a scaffold behind the Peru bench. The officiating crew, John Kokenauer, the referee, and he'll be assisted by Jim Tebow, Jim Brickey, Ed Lamarche, and Tim Paul Hemus. Again, our thanks to Centennial Abstract for their support of CVAC football. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Laura Gagnon on camera, North Country Cable Network, bringing you the big one. It's Beekmantown Central 3-2 and Peru Central 5-0. Set for the kickoff, Beekmantown, coached by Mark Haley. Coach Haley in his 11th year, 51-45, one-loss record overall. The Eagles were 7-2 last year, lost their first 2 of the season, went on to win the rest of the way. Assistant coaches Garth Frechette, my old ex-Army buddy Jim Amarelli, and also Shannon Manor are the assistant coaches. Junior varsity coach Greg Myers, assisted by Charlie McCormick, Josh Herrick, there's a name from Seton Catholic, and Ed Castine. Peru, of course, coached by Larry Ewald, assisted by Jack Daly, Pat Kelleher, Mike Zeron. Team manager is Anthony Hubbard, and we are set for play. Peru kicks off. It's Pete Lyon putting the toes to it, a line drive kick. Rivers takes it at the 10-yard line. Stumbles to a drop shy of the 25, and that's where play will begin. The Beekmantown offense onto the field. Beekmantown's offense is 3rd overall with plenty of rushing yardage, number 1 in rushing yardage, and they are last in the passing yardage. That may change over the next few weeks now with the change in the quarterback spot. Number 20, Kevin Facette, the former QB, comes split left, and Chase Vaughn in the quarterback spot, number 12. Rivers in motion, handoff, second man in the backfield, and we assume that is Chatlin, number 43 indeed. Courtney Chatlin, 5'11", 160-pounder. He's a junior. Chatlin is 3rd in the CVAC in rushing, 70 carries, 515 yards, averaging 7.4 a carry, has noted 7 touchdowns on the season.
That's a penalty right there.
Patrick Hay out of the Beekmantown lineup, and Chase Vaughn breaks the team out of the huddle. Chatlin and Anderson in the backfield, 43 and 42. The 2nd and 7 play, complete to Facette, looks for a room to run, and several Indians there, including McCormick, number 9, and also number 12 for Peru, and that would be Josh Rock. Rock wearing number 12 today. Gain of a couple, 3rd and 4 from the 31-yard line for the Eagles. First possession of the game. If you're just joining us, welcome to CVAC football. Beautiful sunny skies, 75 degrees. Who could ask for more? It's short sleeve t-shirt weather. Vaughn with the 3rd and 4. Tipped away, and it will go as an incomplete pass. We're on the scaffolding behind the Peru Central bench. As you can see above us, the eyes in the sky, Pat Kelleher and I believe Jess Dory are up above us on that landing, up above us, and here I am looking as fine as I can be on a Saturday afternoon. 4th down play, and the Eagles will have to boot it away. It looks like number 10, Patrick Hay, has the toes for the Eagles. No, it's number 20, and that is Facette. Almost blocked. A line drive kick. St. Clair is there, and we'll watch it bound. takes an Eagles bounce, and the Peru offense heads out onto the field. It will be a little difficult to spot the yard lines. We have nothing from our vantage point across from us. Kelleher on the first carry, and he was tackled. I think 76 and 42. 42 is Anderson, 76 Brian Vaughn. They combine for the tackle. No gain by Kelleher. Quarterback is, of course, Matt Bazile. Bazile, the junior, the top quarterback in the CVAC. His stats, 31 completions on 48 attempts. His 31 completions ties for first with Marias Gador. 2nd and 10 for Peru Central. 27-yard line. The pitch on the option, and Beekmantown closes that down, and it looks like it was again Anderson. Anderson and Facette on the far side combined. So a gain of 4, 3rd and 6, and we'll watch for the pass. BJ Godfrey in. Peru Central playing without one of their key players on defense, Joe Smith, not eligible for this game. A 3rd and 6 for Peru Central. The Beekmantown Eagles trying to shut the door. Bazile with Godfrey to his right and Kelleher to his left for blocking. A little wide open in the middle is St. Clair. He may be gone. He may be gone. It's a foot race. 40-yard line. St. Clair may go all the way. He does. A touchdown pass. No flags down. A 73-yard touchdown pass. Bazile, middle of the field. St. Clair was wide open, and then it was a foot race. He's one tough man to outrun, I'll tell you that. And St. Clair was gone. 3 or 4 Eagles had a shot of him, but they couldn't catch him, and it was St. Clair to the end zone. Though you can bet the Peru Indians have waited a year for this game today. You can bet when the CVAC schedule came out, they looked, when do we play Beekmantown? They're a team with a purpose. The extra point kick, Bazile holds, and McCormick is accurate. And just underway in the first quarter, the score is on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard is Peru 7 and Beekmantown 0. Pete Lyon to kick off. He is flanked by Matt Raudenbush and Chris Burnell. End over end, and a beauty of a kick into the end zone. No return from Beekmantown Central, so they will get the ball at the 20-yard line. 80 yards ahead of them. We'll spot the yard stripes as best we can. There are yard markers on our side in front of us, but in many cases the players, the cheerleaders, whoever, will block our view of that. Mr. Ray Lee out on the field to retrieve the football. He's the jack of all trades for the Peru Central sidelines. And Peru Central strikes first on their 3rd play from scrimmage. We have it as 73 yards. Now Beekmantown playing from 7 down. And a stop on the first handoff. Godfrey on the bottom and Moore on top for the Indians. I'm in my Peru Central cap. I've been selected an honorary Indian for this 2001 season. I listened to the Larry Ewald speech before the game to his players. They were just behind us, as you may have noted during our opening. And his final speech before they took the field, I'll tell you, it got me psyched up. I wanted to put a uniform on and go out and play. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Rivers in motion. Chase Vaughn at the quarterback spot. He pitches. Courtney Chatlin. Chatlin looks for the first down. Nice cutback. Nice cutback by Chatlin, and I believe he got the first down. Flag on the play, however, and from the applause in front of us, that will go against Beekmantown Central. John Kokenauer talks things over with one of the captains, and that is Pete Lyon. We'll see where this is stepped off. An excellent officiating crew for this one. Jim Tebow, I should say, steps off the penalty against Beekmantown. It will remain second down, but second and 15. Second and 15, and the ball is back to the 16-yard line. Jim Maston is the voice of the Eagles Nest for Beekmantown Central. On the line, number 70, Justin Brown, 5'10", 194. He's at the right guard spot. Vaughn, the draw play, but that was spotted first by Moore. Oh, everybody spotted it. Burnell there. Also there for Peru was David Morse. And they stopped the draw play. Third and 15. Number 60, part of the line, Slade Tulip. We know him, 6 feet, 185 pounds. And Tulip is at the left guard spot. 57, Jason Burnell, one of the Beekmantown captains. Third and long, and Vaughn to pass. Looks long, but overshoots everybody. And St. Clair! What an interception by Matt St. Clair! Near the 40! St. Clair does it on offense, and he does it on defense. Oh man, he just dove flat out for that ball. Oh my goodness. And Peru gets the ball. Vaughn had to throw it. He was in a passing situation, overshot the runner, or the receiver, and interception by St. Clair. And now from the 43-yard line, Peru goes to Keller. He was slowed up, gallops his way back to the line of scrimmage. Made something out of not much at first, and it will be second down and 6. Second and 6. You may hear the Peru coaches above us doing some yelling down to the sidelines. Larry Ewald turning around, talking to Pat Kelleher up above. We might get some shots of that. Coaches communicating. To heck with the radios. We'll just yell our way down. From the 40-yard line. The pitch. Kelleher comes our way. Slowed down by Anderson. Hit by Rivers. Also hit by Steve Stanley and Brad DeForge. Third and 9 situation now for Peru. Peru had tough going on their first possession on the first 2 plays. Then on the third down play, Bazayo hit St. Clair over the middle for a touchdown. They're on the 42-yard line. Again the pass, this one, the little look in over the middle, and it was tipped. Almost picked off by Courtney Chatlin, but it will go as a 4th down. The touchdown pass by Bazayo was his 13th touchdown pass of the season, and for St. Clair, his 7th touchdown reception and his 8th touchdown on the season. Kelleher comes out with an injury. He's on the sidelines. The clock not working, and Burnell runs it. Burnell puts the head down, and I think he got it. He was hit hard by Slade Tulip, and Burnell gets up limping, and an injury to Burnell. Burnell laid all the money on that one, as and he's holding his left knee. Burnell, a key player on this Peru team. So you have Kelleher on the bench with some sort of injury, and Burnell is definitely injured right in front of us with a left knee injury. He got the first down, a gutsy play, as Burnell knew he had a couple yards yet to go, and he put the body on the line to get the first down. concern there, of course, for Burnell. He's in pain. And they've summoned his dad over to the sidelines. Sonny Burnell going to go join that and see how his son is. Peru goes back at it on the field. Time for Bazaya, but I think it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. It goes as an incomplete pass. And it will be 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Mom was there as well. And it is some sort of injury to, looks like the left knee, and we're keeping an eye. Dr. Adams is here. That's my doc. And Dr. Richard Adams is here to check out the knee as well. Steve St. Clair patting the Mountain Dew man. Burnell on the back. Ball carrier here, Remillard, and he was stopped by, is that 45, I believe? That would be Jason Rafferty in on the tackle. For Peru, a 3rd down and 11 coming up. Peru with a big 3rd down play on their first possession, a touchdown strike Bazaya to St. Clair. Peru on their 4th down possession, a big play, fake punt, and Burnell carried it for the 1st down. Now a 3rd and 11. Burnell is up on his feet, much to the delight of the Indian fans. Bazaya over the middle, and that was tipped by Chatelain. Looking for either McCormick long or perhaps for, who would that have been? I'm not sure who the other receiver was there. Maybe Ormsby 88. Okay, so on a 4th and 11, and with Burnell unable to kick, Peru takes a timeout to regroup. Timeout on the field. We're in the first quarter. The game clock not working for time, but on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard, it is Peru 7 and Beekmantown 0. Peru with a 4th down and 11 from the 33-yard line, and they go for it out of the shotgun and lofted for Ortel, but he couldn't quite catch up to it. Jacob Rivers on coverage, and Peru turns the ball over to Beekmantown on downs. It will be Beekmantown ball from the 33-yard line, Eagle territory, and they get a 1st and 10. BJ Godfrey brings the defense together, other members of the Peru defense. Number 12, Josh Rock. Number 9, Matt McCormick. Number 10, Jason Remillard. Number, 51, of course, is Josh Courier, 6'2", 240. He's a senior. Handoff left side. Try to get outside Ortel. McCormick and Ortel stayed up with him. Foot race to get to the outside between Chatelain and Ortel, and they stayed pretty even, and then McCormick moved up for the initial hit. Loss by Chatelain of 3 on the play, so it's 2nd and 13. Burnell on the bench, his left knee being iced. I'm looking for Kelleher, number 40. He's out there on the field now, so he's okay. 2nd and 13 play. The coach is up above looking for the crisscross in the backfield. Play action pass and lofted out for Facette, but Vaughn's pass falls incomplete. Remillard coverage on Facette, but Facette had him by a couple steps. Brad Miller, one of the coaches helping out along the sidelines. He works the special teams for the Peru Indians, and Brad Miller, of course, a former player with the Indians. Third and, I'm not sure if I called the last one wrong or the previous play, but it's a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 from the 36-yard line. Laura Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. Coach Kelleher, somebody spotted just 10 players, so somebody went out there. Rock did. Complete for a 1st down. Vaughn to Rivers. Pass completion. And a 1st down for the Eagles. That's their first 1st down and shows they can move the ball. shaping up as a real grudge match between these two schools. Binghamtown, an excellent team last season, posting the 7-2 record right behind Peru's 8-1. There's been a lot of talk of Saranac Lake as the top challenger to Peru Central, but certainly the Eagles are there as well. Vaughn, quick pass, but he overshot Ryan Dyer. Dyer didn't have time to get there. Coach Ewald halfway out in the field with instructions for the defense. Now the defense playing now without two key players right now, and that would be Joe Smith, who's ineligible today, and Brunel on the sidelines with an injury. Two key players. Let's see, Lyon on one defensive end spot and Ortel at the other. And in the middle, it looks like for Peru, that would be Matt Hauser, 52, and Josh Courier, 51. 2nd and 10. Chatelain looks, but boy, that was bottled up nicely by the defense. BJ Godfrey, Jason Remillard, Steve Soderberg, all in on the tackle for the Indians. Loss of a couple on the play, a 3rd and 12. Third down play from, this looks like the 43-yard line. The Eagles 43, Facette right in front of us, split left. Couple of three receivers to the right. Anderson in the backfield to block. Downfield and caught the Chatelain. Still on his feet, bounced off Remillard, a big pass from Vaughn. He can get it out there. Vaughn gets it out there, and this quarterback change paying offensive dividends for Binghamtown Central. We knew Chase Vaughn as an 8-year-old in the PAL football program. He threw a beautiful spiral as a pass as an 8-year-old. First down play, and this has moved the ball all the way down to inside the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 27-yard line for a 1st and 10. Into the Binghamtown lineup, Tony Carter, number 31. It's Anderson and Carter in the backfield. Chatelain, I don't see Chatelain. I see Fazette left and Rivers left. And Vaughn to pass. This one, a beauty for the corner of the end zone. Caught it! Caught it! Caught it! At the 10. In front of McCormick. Vaughn to Fazette. And the Eagles side is celebrating. They are knocking on the Indians' teepee. We are in the first quarter, and it would have to be pretty late in the first quarter. The time clock not working here at Binghamtown Central. And it's Peru 7. They scored on their first possession. Binghamtown coming back. And they have a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 12. Chatelain back into the backfield with Anderson. Vaughn has thrown the pass, and they'll go to the air. Corner. And the defender, Remillard, fell down. Rivers, it was just off his fingertips. He could have stood alone in the end zone, but it was just off his fingertips. So close for the Eagles. 2nd and 10. Binghamtown, we are in the Eagles' nest, and Binghamtown Central knocking on the door. Plenty of substitutions for the Eagles. Vaughn, number 12. In the backfield, Jared Penfield, along with Courtney Chatelain. They give to Penfield, Chatelain up the middle and into the end zone from 12 yards out. Oh no, flag in the backfield. And I think it was a procedure call against the Eagles. Flag in the Binghamtown backfield. There was some unusual movement by one of the Binghamtown players as they set up the offense. And that one will call back the touchdown. So scratch the 6 points off the Eagles scoreboard, and it remains 7-0 Peru. So now it will be a 2nd and 10 from the 17. 2nd and 15 from the 17. Okay. 2nd and 15 from the 17. Eagles out of the huddle. Over the ball, number 54, Brad DeForge. He's a senior. All eyes on the line of scrimmage. They go to the same play, but Peru stops it. Soderberg and Ortel along with Moore. Loss of a couple. 3rd down and timeout called. So the Water Boys out in the field, including the Peru Water Boys, and we have to point them out. The Peru Water Boys of William Flynn, Connor Kelleher, and Joel Mazzella. The Peru Water Boys are out there doing their job. Timeout on the field in the 1st quarter. And the score on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard is Peru 7 and Beekmantown 0. The 3rd down and long. Vaughn back. Intercepted Remillard at the 5, up the sidelines. Jason Remillard cuts back, returns it about 30 yards, 35 yards, and Peru once again finds a way to stop their opponents from getting into the end zone. Vaughn looked for the corner of the end zone. Remillard stepped in, picked it off at about the 5, and brings it to the 42-yard line for a 1st down for Peru. Oh, big turnaround there. And certainly that could have proven costly. Oh, they've just moved one of the gentlemen off of the chain gang for this game. One of the men from the chain gang being replaced by the officials, so must be something inappropriate happened, and the officials quick to react to it. And Peru into the huddle. Burnell remains on the sidelines. I talked to him just before game time, said he loaded up on Mountain Dew as usual. And we hope that he's back out there sometime today. let's call it the 42-yard line. That's what we said, and it's a 1st down. Matt Bazile under the center, Josh Courier. Handoff, big hole left side. Kelleher picks up about 15. Brought down by Carter, but a big 15-yard pickup by Brandon Kelleher to the Eagles' 45-yard line. St. Clair a wide right, and also Ormsby to the right. I assume Ortel is wide left. And Bazile back, the draw play to Kelleher. Anderson moved over nicely for the tackle along with Jared Penfield. They make the stop at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. 75 degrees at game time, and it might have warmed up a little bit. Our thanks to James Carlin and everyone at Centennial Abstract for their support of CVAC football and of North Country Cable Network. The 2nd down play out of the shotgun. Bazile steps up, a couple, a wobbly pass over the middle looking for Ortel. Also St. Clair in the vicinity. Bazile has not been as accurate the last 2 weeks. Maybe, I know certainly Saranac Lake put some heavy pressure on Bazile. Last week he was 4 for 13. He has one of the best accuracies in the state at 64.6 coming into this game. And Beekmantown also giving him some pressure today. 3rd and 10. And This is the screen pass to Kelleher. Down the sidelines, he's gone. 10-yard line and out of bounds at the 5. Somebody caught up to him, and that was Steve Stanley. Maybe it was number 60, and that would be Slade Tulip. I guess it was Slade Tulip. Well, I don't know. Did you catch it, Laura, 80 or 60? Regardless, big screen pass gobbles up 40 yards, and it's a 1st and goal from the 5. I thought Kelleher was gone. I didn't think anybody'd catch him, but one Eagle did. I'll go back and say it was Stanley. And what's up? That ends the first quarter. We played one quarter. We have to walk the length of the field. The score on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard after one is Peru 7 and Beekmantown 0. First play of the second quarter. Courier over the ball. 1st and goal from the 5. Kelleher left side, it was stopped. Boom. 77 and 42. 77, Joe Fish. 42, Paul Anderson. Fish just a sophomore. 2nd and goal from the 7. Hauser and Morse on the line at the left guard, at the guard spots for Peru. Bazile lofts it to the corner of the end zone. Almost a one-handed grab by St. Clair. He went up one hand to get on it, and playing the defense was Courtney Chatlin. And we go to a 3rd and goal from the 7. The 1 touchdown, a 73-yard touchdown pass from Bazile to St. Clair. 3rd and goal from the 7. They look for Ortel, and Bazile was landed. That pass never got to Ortel. He was hit by Jason Rafferty as he let go of the ball. So a 4th and goal, and does Peru want to settle for 3 or try to get 3? They have an excellent place kicker in either Lyon or McCormick, and they'll take a timeout and talk it over. Decision-making time now on a 4th and goal from the 7-yard line. So the Beekmantown defense has held. Can they do it for one more play? We are just underway in the second quarter, and the score on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard is Peru 7 and Beekmantown 0. Oh, and good news in the crowd. I'll tell you, we got scouts telling us everything. Congratulations to Craig Dupree and Nikki Vitti, 2 of our favorites from Peru, and we understand she's wearing an engagement ring on the right finger. I'll tell you that. Congratulations, Craig. I'll tell you, what a guy. Congratulations. 2 of our favorite athletes in the North Country. Dupree and Vitti team up, and good for them, and we couldn't be happier. And we got scouts finding out everything for us. 4th and a goal, and Peru will go for the 6 points. Godfrey next to Bazile. It's the pass play. McCormick one-handed it but couldn't hold on. Chatlin again on the defense. Peru does not cash in a golden opportunity. It was set up by a Jason Remillard interception, and they could not cash in. They had 1st and goal from the 5. A long run by Kelleher on a screen pass, but they couldn't get it into the end zone, and Beekmantown takes over at the 7-yard line or thereabouts. So Beekmantown deep in its own territory, most of the second quarter to work. 75 and sunny skies. Who could ask for more? CVAC football. This is summer weather. Vaughn will go back to work, and it's been a running game for the first part of the season for Beekmantown, but they've been able to add the passing game to it with the switch from Facette, an excellent athlete, to the split end position, and Chase Vaughn, just a sophomore, moving in as the quarterback. First play, pickup of 2, so second and 8. 10-yard line. Second and 8. The Peru defense, 43 Soderberg. 1 is Ormsby. Or I should say Brian Dupree. 12 is Josh Rock. My, pile up. Almost every body out in the field is in that pile. Carter, the ball carrier. Last man to get up, Pete Lyon, number 73. Third down, and we'll call it 5. From the 12-yard line, third and 5. Oh, no, let's see. Yeah, third and 5 from the 12-yard line. We're listening in to Jim Maston, who has a better view of what yard line it is. He's in the press box across the way in the Eagles press box. Third and 5, a 7-0 lead for Peru Central. This one anybody's game.
Oh my God.
And Vaughn, the pass, and open was number 10, Patrick Hay. But that pass just missed him, I guess. He was fully extended off his fingertips. And that goes as an incomplete pass. So fourth down, and the Peru defense holds. And the Indians should get good field position following this punt. Facette to punt. Kevin Facette, 5'10", 175, a senior. And they'll need the good snap, and he'll have to get a good kickoff. The punt, line drive, end over end, takes the Eagles bounce. St. Clair just watches it, and it bounces all the way upfield to around the 40, where it will be Peru ball in their own territory. The Indians go to work from their own 43-yard line. Bazio with Godfrey. Godfrey takes the handoff. He barrels 10 yards. DJ Godfrey picks up 10 on his first carry today. It'll be second and a football. Oh, they're going to measure. They'll measure to see if indeed it's a second down, or is it another first down for the Indians. Looking over the Beekmantown defense, number 52 is TJ Musa. We know him well. Number 45 is Jason Rafferty. Number 80, Steve Stanley. Number 22 on the defense, Jared Penfield. Number 60 is, of course, Slade Tulip. 57, Jason Burnell, 245-pound senior. Number 77, Joe Fish. It was just short. It will be second and a football. This gives you a play to fool around with, maybe throw the long bomb. And that's what they think about. They go long for St. Clair. He has a step on the defender. Catches it. Makes his move, and he's into the end zone. Another score for Matt St. Clair. Call this one a 48-yarder. Put up 48 yards on the scoreboard and 6 more points for the Indians. Absolute focus by Matt St. Clair on that one. He stayed focused. He had the defender kind of waving the body in front of him, but St. Clair stayed focused and catches the pass. St. Clair's second touchdown of the game. He makes it 13-0, and to add the point after attempt here is Matt McCormick, number 9. Kick is up, and it is good. McCormick's kick adds the point, and in the second quarter, the score on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard. With offices in both Malone and Plattsburgh, it's Peru 14 and Beekmantown Central 0. And Burnell testing out his knee. He desperately wants to be back in there. I don't know if I'd take a chance if you're up 14-0 in the first half. I don't know. I might rest him till halftime, maybe give him a test. He's still limping a little bit and favoring it, but the trainer for Peru is talking with him, and we'll see how that goes for Chris Burnell. I know Burnell is dying to get out there. The passing game almost unstoppable, and this is against a defense that allowed just 77 yards passing yardage on the season. Teams have not been able to pass with effect against Beekmantown, but 2 touchdown passes in the first half. This one scrambling loose, picked up by Fazet, and he's quickly downed. The Peru passing game as effective as any that I've ever seen on the high school level. Bazayo with so many outstanding targets.
Were you in on the last rotation? Okay.
From the, let's see, 29-yard line, I guess. From the 29-yard line, it will be Beekmantown ball. Laura Gagnon doing a great job on camera as always. We appreciate her efforts. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. And we'll tell you about our viewer survey coming up. Well, whistles blow. Penalty. We hope that you'll, we're doing a survey to cap off our biggest year ever. 2001 season. North Country Cable Network is surveying its viewer base, and we would appreciate a postcard or a note from you to North Country Cable, 7 Saratoga Court, Plattsburgh, New York, 12901. Give me your name and address and phone number. You'll be lined up. We're going to do a drawing for prizes. We'll have all kind of giveaways, sports memorabilia, CDs, gift certificates to local places, and we'd really appreciate a postcard just so we can have some drawings in November and December, plus give us an idea of what our viewer base is. So feel free to do that, and I'll open the mail and we'll draw your name perhaps during one of our events during November and December. 1st and 15, and another flag down. Facette, the ball carrier. Remillard up top and on the bottom for Peru. I guess that was Godfrey on the bottom. Flag on this one, and that will go against Beekmantown. Coach Ewald thinking it might be holding. A 1st and 15 to start out that play. They picked up about 5 on the carry. It's like a summer day in Eagle Country. Peru undefeated at 5-0. And they have been tested by Beekmantown, but as any outstanding team will do, Peru has answered the call when they've had to, and it will take a comeback from the Eagles, and they are capable of it. You're talking about a team that scored 73 points last week and 33 the week before. So that's 106 points in the last 2 weeks. They have an offense. The pass from Vaughn, short one to Rivers, and falls incomplete. Remillard on the defense. Chatelain with 7 touchdowns coming into this game. He had 2 against Mariah, 1 against Seton. He didn't score against Ticonderoga or Osceola Valley, but then he had 4 against Saranac last week. So Chatelain is the man to stop, number 43 on the Eagles offense. Anderson scored 2 touchdowns against Seton. Kevin Facet had a running touchdown from the quarterback spot against Mariah, 1 against Seton, and then 2 on the receiving end against Saranac. Jacob Rivers returned a punt for a touchdown, 63 yards. Pass over the middle, great catch. Rivers, great catch, brought down by St. Clair at the 45. Big play for Beekmantown when they had to. and that'll be a first down, new set of downs, and the Eagles can get on the move. They would love a score before halftime. We have no way to tell how much time is remaining because the score clock not working in Eagle country. We just know we're in the second quarter. I would guess midway through. Okay, from the 45-yard line, still Eagles territory. Slade Tulip on one side and Justin Brown on the other. Number 70 on that line. The center, number 54, Brad DeForge. Chatelain, 10 yards down the sidelines, 15 and 20. Big pickup. Just as I was talking about this Beekmantown offense, it kicks in gear. And the Peru defense, substitutions, Ortel in, as well as Courier, as a Lion and Morse step out. Burnell still icing the knee on the sidelines. First down, ball just inside the 35-yard line, now into Indians territory. Vaughn, plenty of time, no pressure, but then it might have been tipped by Courier. Finally, Courier and Hauser got in the backfield, but plenty of time for Vaughn. That one falls incomplete. Second and 10. And Coach just above us said we need some pressure. Certainly there wasn't much pressure applied by the Peru defense on Chase Vaughn, the sophomore quarterback. Second and 10 from the 35-yard line, or call it the 34. Draw play, Chatelain, and Ortel hung on nicely. Ortel with the pretty tackle. That's a Mike Ortel, make no mistake about it, 6'2", 210, and he's a junior. This is a Peru team laden with starring juniors, several key seniors, however, many juniors. They'll be back next year. Let's see, a 3rd and 6. This time Chatelain is to the right. We'll watch for the pass. Vaughn, picked off by Remillard again. Remillard still on his feet, dragging 2 and 3 players with him. Jason Remillard, his second interception of the game and the 3rd for the Indians. Beekmantown unable to get into the end zone, and 3 Peru interceptions playing the role. Remillard second. We're going to our stat sheet now. Remillard now with 3 pass interceptions on the season to lead the CVAC. Remillard now with 3. St. Clair got his first pick of the season earlier. Wow. And we are just short of midfield. Right in front of us, the Peru offense goes to work. Kelleher, good for a couple. See who's the red jersey on the bottom. 20 is Facette. He moved up nicely. Wow. And 20 Facette and 80 Stanley. Only a couple for Kelleher on that carry. Right to midfield. Ball at the 50-yard line. We are in the second half of the second quarter. We have no idea how much time. And a timeout called by Beekmantown. The Water boys again go to work. Timeout on the field. We are in the second quarter, and the score is Peru Central 14, Beekmantown Central 0. Second down play out of the shotgun. Pizzaio stands at his own 45. Quick pass over the middle and falls incomplete. Well, the players loaded up on the water during their timeout. Laura and I loaded up on the Mountain Dew, thanks to the Burnell family. We got a free Mountain Dew before the game, and we made use of the time during that timeout to sip on some Mountain Dew. Well, Peru leads 14-0, but I have to say that the Peru coaches in general are not real pleased with some of the things going on the field. Third down play. Oh, batted up in the air. Free grab and falls incomplete. Beekmantown putting excellent pressure, as did Saranac Lake Red Storm last week. They are not making it easy for Bazayo to pass. Nevertheless, he has 2 touchdown passes. Now, I'll say this. Bazayo has been staying in the pocket. Maybe the coaches have said, don't go out of the pocket, don't roll out and throw. Bazayo is the best quarterback I've ever seen who can pass on the run, but he's pretty much stayed in the pocket in this game, so maybe there's reasons for that. 4th down, and the punt from Dupree is a short one, and Beekmantown will have the football. Beekmantown possession and no place to go. Possession started at the 39-yard line. The 1 yard brings it to the 40. Well, we're having trouble here. Let's see. Yep, to the 40. Just short of the 40. 2nd down for the Eagles. Facette goes left and Rivers right. Vaughn, pressure on him as a quarterback. He's been picked off 3 times. Quick little drop back, knocked at the line of scrimmage. Not sure who got his hands on it. It was tipped over towards Facette, but over his head. Somebody got their hands on it. I guess it was Pete Lyon. So now 3rd and 8 for Beekmantown. Ball just short of the 40-yard line. John Kokenauer, the head honcho in the white cap. What a job he does as an official. John Kokenauer, Jim Tebow, Jim Bricky, Ed LaMarche, and we understand Tim Paul Hemas is the official timer. But that's unofficial. 3rd down play for Beekmantown. Vaughn drops back and pressure on Godfrey, and then Lyon. Vaughn had no time to look, and then B.J. Godfrey was in his back pocket. Loss on the play of about 10, so it will be 4th and real long. And Matt St. Clair stands near midfield, and Pat Kelleher, the assistant coach above us, yelled, you might have heard him, saying, field this one. Field it. These are ones that I'd like to have. You see, oh boy, he's got all that wide open spaces. I'd like to grab one and run it. Give me one more CVAC run. The kick by Facette is a major league one. An NFL kick, and there's no chance to field that one. It's going to be about an 80-yard punt all the way down. Oh, he didn't get it, did he? He got it on the 1-yard line, on the inch-yard line. The coaches feel he might have been in the end zone, but nobody can hear Pat Keller above us. It's going to go for naught. It's right down there. That's going to go for, oh my, about a 80-yard punt by Facette. It bounced in all the right places and came to rest just short of the end zone. And I should have the name of the player that stopped it, but I was watching where the ball was and not the jersey. My fault there. But Peru has 100 yards in front of them. They come out of the huddle. Watch for the safety here. It's not often Peru's thrown for a loss on a play, but watch for the possible safety. Remillard in the backfield along with Kelleher. They hand to Kelleher, and boy, things bottled up. He doesn't even get to the 3-yard line. He gets to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and 9. Bazayo right back into the huddle. So 99 yards of football field in front of them. Is he going to pass here? I see St. Clair going wide left. Hand off, big hole on the left side for Kelleher. The lineman on the left side opened one there. That would be Moore for one, and let's see, Moore, Courier, and Morse. Great blocking on the left side. Kelleher moved it out to the 10-yard line. 3rd and 1, big play here. 3rd and 1, Godfrey and Kelleher in the backfield. On the 3rd and 1, they go to Kelleher, left side, he breaks loose, cuts down to the 20-yard line, knocked out of bounds by Facette. Kelleher, another first down. Kelleher came into this game with 598 yards, averaging almost 9 yards a carry. 14 overall touchdowns, 13 rushing. Our thanks to James Carlin at Centennial Abstract for his support of CVAC football and North Country Cable Network. Offices in both Malone and Plattsburgh. A first down for Peru. The screen pass to Kelleher, and that was stopped by Shane Rossett. Number 25, Shane Rossett, 5'8", 185, just a sophomore. The sophomores on the Beekmantown team, Chase Vaughn, the quarterback, Shane Rossett, who just put a hard hit, Jason Rafferty, number 45, is a sophomore, Patrick Garso, number 65, a lineman, is a sophomore, Joe Fish, number 77, a big sophomore, and the others are juniors and seniors. What do we have? 2nd and from the 14-yard line, 2nd and very long. They air it out in our direction. McCormick off his helmet or pads. And that's one McCormick would like to have another shot at. I bet Laura got a good shot of that. They were coming right at us. Courtney Chatlin on defense. We have a good view here, don't we, Laura? Do you like being up this high? We're not that high, actually. We might be, what, 9 feet up in the air? This is how high we are. She wants us to see. Maybe 8 feet up in the air, 9 feet. But that's the Empire State Building to some people. 3rd and long. 3rd and about 17. They run it and don't get any place. Anderson's with the stop along with TJ Musa. So the Beekmantown defense, a big punt by Facette, and then the men in red stand tall on defense. We are in the late stages of the second quarter, and it's Peru 14 and Beekmantown 0. Timeout on the field, and our thanks to Centennial Abstract for their support. Brian Dupree to kick it away for Peru. Pressure was on him. He got it away. Facette at the 45, 47. Does the Macarena. Looks for room. Couldn't get away. Remillard was there with the initial hit. Also there, Pete Lyon along with Matt Raudenbush. And probably Eric Hart as well. Because we have to say that number 2, Eric Hart, I talked to him before game time and said he gets my vote for one of the best special teamers. There is a flag down, however, and it's going to be roughing the kicker or running into the kicker. Well, regardless, it's declined, and Beekmantown will have the ball at the Indian 46-yard line. 46-yard line. Peru defense on the field. The Beekmantown offense. The Eagles would dearly love to get into the end zone before halftime. They are 46 yards from pay dirt. The front three of Tulip, Brown, and DeForge head up to the line. Chase Vaughn in the QB spot. The give, oh boy, hard hit by Moore to slow down Anderson. Then Ortel, Godfrey, you name it, in on the tackle. Anderson, not much room to run. 2nd and 10. Courier hustles off the field. Whoa, what are they doing? What are they doing? What was Peru trying to do here? I'm not sure what was up. It was only a 2nd and 10. I'm not sure what Peru was trying to do. They had like 4 or 5 substitutions. Let's mention the Beekmantown coaches. Of course, Mark Haley, we said in his 11th year. I want to make sure I'm right. I knew Mark way back when we were youngins, coaching 7th grade basketball. He for Beekmantown, me for Stafford Middle School. And that was before the modified B days of basketball. Mark Haley is the head coach. Garth Frechette, we'll tell you what, Garth Frechette, former student of mine. I won't say how long ago that was, but Garth Frechette, he's a teacher here at Beekmantown Central. Jim Amarelli, former baseball card collector extraordinaire, one of the founding members of the North Country Card Collectors Club years ago. Jim Amarelli, Army bunkmate of mine, and I'll leave it at that. And then other assistant coach, Shannon Manor, yes, number 50 of the Plattsburgh North Stars, former coach of the Stars, and Shannon Manor, one of those assistant coaches as well. Oh, the stories we could tell about those 3 assistant coaches. 2nd down play for Beekmantown. Vaughn goes to the air, over the middle, picked off, this one by Kelleher, the 4th interception. And when you have a young quarterback, that's part of rolling the dice, the chance you take. Chase Vaughn certainly will make his mark in the CVAC as a quarterback, but against a great defense like Peru, they have eyes for the football. They are ball hawks. The 4th interception. And for Kelleher, that's his 1st interception of the season. We've had interceptions by St. Clair, 2 by Remillard, and now Kelleher. And Beekmantown goes to work, takes the knee because it must be the end of the first half. And I feel the coaches coming down from up above us. They're the eyes in the sky. Coaches are headed down for consultations, and they're going to just let the clock run out in the first half and be satisfied with a 14-0 lead. 2nd down play, boy, wouldn't it be something involved? Now they bunch everybody together. There's no trick play involved here. No trick play involved here, but boy, wouldn't it be something if they did? Clock continues to tick, although we have no idea how much time because the clock isn't working here. And that's it. We've played a half, plenty of football remaining, but at halftime, the score on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard is Peru Central 14 and Beekmantown Central 0. Peru scored on their first possession of the game. A 73-yard touchdown pass, Bazayo to St. Clair over the middle. He outraced everybody. McCormick added the kick. It was 7-0. Beekmantown threatened a few times, but interceptions by St. Clair and Remillard ended that in the first quarter. Second quarter score, 48-yard TD pass, Bazayo to St. Clair. St. Clair, the handoff at the 10-yard line to Remillard. Remillard brings it upfield, breaks it across the 30-yard line. Nice opening kickoff return from Peru. Getting back to the scoring in the first half, McCormick added the extra point on the Bazayo and won by Kelleher. We're now in the third quarter, Peru ball from the 35-yard line. Indians territory, and that off left tackle run. Luckily, Anderson got a hand on it. Nice job. He worked hard to get a hand on the ankles of Kelleher as he shot the gap off left tackle. So he 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. We came well prepared for a chilly day in Beekmantown. Far from that, it was 75 degrees at game time. I think it's even warmed up more. But we had plenty of hot chocolate to enjoy at halftime. Bazile steps back into the shotgun. Kelleher to his left. 2nd down play. Option. Bazile cuts and near a 1st down. He'll be short by about a yard. Tackle made by Facette along with Penfield. It will be 3rd and 1 right in front of Coach Larry Ewald. A 3rd and 1. And the Beekmantown defense playing well against a team that has been able to score points almost at will in some games. Right side, and Kelleher was stopped, but he did get, well, see where it's spotted. Facette again in on the tackle. Excellent defensive game for Facette. We'll see, it's spotted short of the 1st down. So it will be 4th and 1. Oh, they signal 1st down. Well, I guess I've got bad eyesight. 1st down. And a new set of downs for the Indians. Peru has scored 59, 40, 53, 56, and their lowest output last week against Saranac Lake, they scored 35, but still won by 29 points. Bazile complete to McCormick. A hard hit put on him by Jacob Rivers. It'll be about a 4-yard pickup. Oh, a hard-earned 4 yards by Matt McCormick. Rivers slow to get up. Jacob Rivers, a senior, 5'9", 160, and he might have the wind knocked out of him. He's up and moving across. Whoa, Coach Haley hustled across the field. He was concerned about Rivers. Coach Haley sporting the shorts, one of the stylish dressers here of the CVAC coaches. Mark Haley in the shorts with the school colors. Looking good. I don't have the legs to wear shorts, I'll say that. I have never been seen in public in shorts, and rarely seen inside my house in shorts, as a matter of fact. 2nd and 5. Again, out of the shotgun, showing pass is Peru. Oh, pressure on. Bazile has to run. Fires left-handed and into the Beekmantown crowd. He was on the run. 2 Eagles had him on the move. That's the first time that I can recall in this game Bazile rolling out. 3rd and a long 5. Bazile looks to Coach Jack Daly on the sidelines. The Beekmantown defense playing an excellent game in the CVAC stats, courtesy of the Press Republican. The Beekmantown defense, the best, having allowed 763 yards to Peru's 813 total yards. Kelleher, and I believe he got another 1st down. What a rugged runner is Brandon Kelleher. Brandon Kelleher, 5'11", 185, and a junior. The officials want a timeout. John Kokenauer will measure. Laura Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network at Beekmantown Central School. The Eagles Nest for CVAC football. It will be just short. 4th and less than a yard, and Coach Ewald decides he'll continue to go for it. He wants to keep the drive alive. They've been gaining on the ground. They picked up about 4 yards on a quick pass to McCormick. Otherwise, they've been on the ground. Godfrey and Kelleher in the backfield. 4th and less than a yard, and it's to Godfrey. Goes off right tackle. Got the blocking on the right side. I see Ortel, tight end, right side. I see number 72 on the right side, and we know that that would be Matt Raudenbush. He's a junior. McCormick into the Indians' teepee and Godfrey out. Laura Gagnon on camera. Trying his new thing here with the camera in the second half. We'll see how it goes. First down play as the Peru tries to keep the drive alive. If you're wondering about Chris Burnell, he's still on the bench icing the knee. Short pass to McCormick, and they pick up the 3 or 4 to McCormick there. Facette again in on the tackle. Well, that's a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. Yeah, that's actually the way it was finally spotted. Gain of 6 on that little pass to McCormick. McCormick and St. Clair go left. It's far right for Mike Ormsby. Again, Peru showing pass on this 2nd and 4 situation. The inside handoff to Kelleher. He'll be near a first down. Facette there for the tackle, along with number 62 of Beekmantown, Derek Reset. 3rd and 1. Peru mixing an occasional pass with the running game. Godfrey and Kelleher at this point in the backfield. Ortel tight end right side. Moore at the left tackle spot. Josh Courier, the center, a big, rugged center. Handoff left side. Kelleher keeps the legs moving and gets, oh boy, where will they spot this one? They spot it, first down. Another first down, and the drive is alive. Godfrey slow to get up following that play. And the clock ticking away in the 3rd quarter. Godfrey comes out. This ground game burning up yardage, or burning up yardage, also burning up clock. We're in the 3rd quarter. Peru 14 and Beekmantown 0. Remillard kind of got the handoff on his left hip, and he had to readjust. Nice hard hit from Paul Anderson. No gain on the Remillard carry. Second and 10. And don't ask me what yard line. Maybe around the 33-yard line. Out of the shotgun once again is Peru to pass. 2nd down play. Plenty of time for Bazayo. Over the middle, looking for St. Clair. And Courtney Chatlin with the defense. He got the arms into the back of St. Clair there. 3rd and 10. Big situation here for Peru Central. Godfrey back in and Remillard out for the Indians. A 3rd and 10 situation. The Eagles trying to come up with a big stop on the Indians' first possession of the 2nd half. And this was the pass over the middle and picked off. It's Rivers down the sidelines. This could go far. Breaks the tackle. Breaks another. What a hit here. And was tripped up by Lyon. What a hit by Slade Tulip. Put a whale of a block to spring another 15 yards. And Bazayo gets picked off. A big turnaround by the Beekmantown defense as the Indians were driving, but they were in a 3rd and 10 situation. Bazayo intercepted for just the 2nd time this season. He was intercepted in game 1. And it's been a long time since he's been picked off, but Rivers with the interception. And he returns it all the way to the 22-yard line of the Indians. Beekmantown with a golden opportunity. Chatlin, can he turn the corner? Remillard, fumble! Who got it? Beekmantown retains possession right in front of the Beekmantown bench. A foot race to the outside. Again, Ortel and Chatelain racing to the outside. Remillard moved up for the hit. We go to a 2nd and 13 situation. Loss of 3 on that play. I think 5.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. The draw play, and that was stopped. Ryan, Godfrey, Rock, Moore, you name it. Soderberg. Well, Peru 26-yard line, a 3rd and 14. Beekmantown offense needs to come up with the big play. Jacob Rivers, a big interception. And a long return. But the offense not able to move the ball. From the 25-yard line. Looking for Facette. Remillard moved up in front of Facette, took a chance there, and it was over his head. St. Clair was behind, moving over to get behind Facette. But that one just off the mark, almost 6 for the Eagles. Fourth down. Huge play for the Eagles. They want to cash in on the turnover. Ryan Dyer in, number 85. He's a junior.
4 lines, here it is.
And they go 4 men wide, 3 to one side. Dyer, Rivers, Facette to the right. A lot of yelling from the coaches up above us. Pressure was on and incomplete. Applying the pressure on the Vaughn pass was Josh Rock, wearing number 12 this week. And Beekmantown unable to take advantage of the Peru turnover. And Peru gets the ball on downs at their own 25-yard line. So the defense does the job once again. The shutout still on the scoreboard. It's 14-0. Peru, and they have the ball.
On the line.
First down play, option, and the quick pitch to Kelleher, and Anderson stopped him, unable to get past it. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, a 2nd and 11 for the Indians. Bazile stands at his own 20, the inside handoff to Kelleher, and credit Steve Stanley with the stop. The 6'3" senior got those long arms out there and lassoed Kelleher around the ankles. Gain of 2 by Kelleher, a 3rd and 9. Now, do you pass here? I might. I'd have faith in my passing game. I guess we will not see Chris Burnell, and he is standing up along the sidelines with the ice wrapped around his left knee, and with Peru in the lead rather than take a chance. The pass, oh, a bump there. That should have been pass interference, and indeed it is. Looking for Ortel. Laura may have got it with the camera, but Courtney Chatelain a little aggressive on defense, and he bumped him too soon, and the official spotted it right in front of Jim Brickey, and he threw the yellow flag. Pass interference, and they'll step off Eddie LaMarche with his right knee wrapped. Don't know what's wrong with Eddie, but he's giving it 100% despite an injury to his right knee. And we've got some nice young fans here. Some pretty fans. Yep, we got some young fans here that like football. Keeping an eye on what Foxy's talking about, I'll tell you that. We like those fans of all ages. First down play for Peru. Kelleher near midfield, crosses the 45. Holding against Peru, however, and that'll step off the penalty. We know the coaching staff does not like those penalties.
Peter held and Hauser came off his block, and then Hauser got the
The officiating crew busy in the second half, and Eddie LaMarche marches it back the other way, giving that knee a workout. Oh my. Peru gets the ball on their own 30.
Go, White. Come on, guys.
First and 22. Jim Maston, the voice of the Eagles Nest for Beekmantown Central. First and 22. They'll pass. Complete to Ormsby. He gets to the 45. And Peru fans wanting a late hit, perhaps. They got a little worked up. Second down. Clock running. They march it to the 45-yard line. Still Peru territory. And now it's a 2nd and 6. Big yardage on first down. Get back that penalty yardage. And Bazayo continues to pass against the best pass defense. Not here, he has to run, and he's near a first down and a flag thrown. We'll see what that flag is. Right in front of the Peru bench and right in front of Weasel Bruno, part of the chain gang on that side of the field. And that's against Peru holding again. Too many penalties. Looking over the CVAC stats, we've talked about the passing and rushing leader. Well, the rushing leader is Kelly Gordon of Osable Valley. He had a 4-yard difference over Kelleher. So depending how Gordon does this week, Kelleher's racked up some yardage today. So it depends how Gordon does, of who will be 1-2 there. In receiving, top receiver is Adam Favreau of Plattsburgh High School with 13 receptions. And then Gador, M.I., that might be Mike or something, Gador of Mariah, also with 13. St. Clair with 11 was second, and he's got a couple today. This one to McCormick complete, but the great hit by Slade Tulip. Tulip having a whale of a game. Tulip on McCormick on the short pass. A 3rd and 12 now for Peru from their own 39-yard line. The yardage coming tough against a tough Beekmantown Central defense. 14-0, still anybody's game. Peru 14, Beekmantown 0, big 3rd down play. Bazayo airs it out downfield, St. Clair's open. First man to hit him, Shane Rossett for Beekmantown, but St. Clair was wide open. The Peru school bus horns are honking. And Matt St. Clair with the reception. He might have twisted his left ankle. He asks for help from the sidelines. McCormick in, and St. Clair hobbles off. Also, Bazayo back to the huddle. And the trainer will check Matt St. Clair, something about his left, maybe a cramp in his left leg. And his left calf. First down play for Peru. Left side, oh, nice low hit. And again, it is Slade Tulip. Kelleher, the ball carrier, picked up a couple. Second down play. Ball at the Beekmantown 25, and that's where we get a timeout. Is that late in the third quarter, or is that in the third quarter? End of the third quarter. The score after 3 on the Centennial Abstract Company scoreboard is Peru Central 14 and Beekmantown Central 0. The final 12 minutes, no scoring in the third quarter. A long Peru drive was stopped by a nice interception by Jacob Rivers, a long return near the 20-yard line of Peru, but Beekmantown unable to convert. Off right tackle, Kelleher picks up about 5 or 6. And the officials will measure once again. Close to a first down. The only touchdowns, first quarter, 73-yard TD pass, Matt Bazzaio to Matt St. Clair. McCormick added the point with a kick. Second quarter, 48-yard TD pass, Bazzaio to St. Clair again. McCormick added the point. Those are the 14 points in this game. 4 interceptions by the Peru defense, 2 for Remillard, 1 for St. Clair, and 1 for Kelleher. And 1 interception for Beekmantown, that by the aforementioned Rivers. Working still on the legs of Matt St. Clair. He's out of the offense.
42's coming.
First and 10 from about the 17. Anderson gives Bazzaio chase. Complete to Ormsby. Bazzaio can throw on the run. Act like nobody else I've ever seen in the CVAC. Bazzaio throws on the run, rolled out. Anderson was almost in his back pocket, and in the end zone was Mike Ormsby with the catch. Let me tell you, and for Ormsby, his second touchdown of the season. And that was a big one, let me tell you. I've got it unofficially at 17-yard TD pass. And this is the thing about Peru Central. You can have Burnell injured, you can have St. Clair on the ground getting his leg worked on, and they'll find somebody else as the go-to guy. The Indians come off the field following the McCormick kick. He's 3 for 3. And it's now in the fourth quarter. Early in the fourth quarter, Peru 21 and Beekmantown Central 0. Matt Bazzaio now with 15 touchdown passes on the season. Closest to him, believe it or not, is Gador Mariah with 4 touchdown passes. Unbelievable. St. Clair back up and moving, and he looks fine, thank you. And flags thrown, maybe offsides against Peru on the kickoff. And that'll all come back. So Beekmantown will have to get the offense going for sure in the fourth quarter. They'll have to spring Chatlin loose for a touchdown run. Vaughn will have to hit Fazette on a bomb, and Coach Haley will go into the bag of plays deep into his playbook for some trick play, maybe an option pass. Maybe they can get the ball out of an option or a flea flicker to Fazette, who Fazette will throw it because Fazette plays split end, so throw it out to him, and then he throws downfield to somebody. Line drive kick to Fazette, taken at the 15-yard line. Straight up, cuts to the right, looks for room. Through traffic, Fazette runs it. Just what we were talking about. He may go all the way. 85 yards, Kevin Fazette, touchdown. Just what the Beekmantown Eagles needed. Just what the Eagles needed. Fazette, 85 yards. He was gone. Kevin Facette. He had the blocking up the middle initially. He cut to the outside, to the right, towards the Eagles bench. Boom, found an opening. Zoom, shot down the sidelines, outraced every Indian. Touchdown. Now the point after attempt. Robbie DeForge is the place kicker. Lyon comes up limping. Lyon will need attention, and if nothing else, this has been a hard-hitting game, and the Peru blocked, zooming in, and that one was blocked by Matt Hauser, number 52. Hauser with the blocked point after attempt. So in the fourth quarter, it's now on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard. Peru Central 21, Beekmantown Central 6. Remillard and McCormick back for Peru Central. We see Matt St. Clair along the sideline stretching out his legs. And Peru alert for the onside kick. And they kick it. Didn't go 10 yards. Didn't go. Now it did. Now a pile up.
Illegal touch!
And Beekmantown has it. Beekmantown has it, and there'll be a discussion about this. Number 70, Justin Brown, came up with it, but that was some kind of kick. No, there's placing it less than 10 yards in Peru ball. I have to agree with it. That did not go 10 yards, and if they were to see the replay, Laura got it. It didn't go 10 yards. And it was touched, I believe, first by a Beekmantown player. Then the ball went another 5 yards or 4 yards and was covered by Beekmantown. But I think if you watch this over on a replay somehow, and if you're taping it off TV, go ahead and do that. And then you can watch the replay in slow motion or something. I think this is the right call, and Peru comes up with it. From, where is it placed now? All these yard markers have been knocked around. From the 49-yard line, out of the shotgun, Peru once more. The bomb down the middle, St. Clair! The legs are just fine, thank you! Bazayo to St. Clair, 49 yards! Matt St. Clair, 49 yards! Oh, his legs are feeling just fine, thank you! Let me tell you, what a play!
How you like that for an answer?
Fireworks in Peru Central. Well, we're at the Eagles Nest, but Peru Central has thrown a match on these fireworks. I'll tell you what a game. Peru comes right back to get the 6 points, and they look for 7. Pete Lyon to kick. Bazayo holds, and Lyon splits the uprights. That one's good. I'll get caught up on my paperwork. In the fourth quarter, with plenty of time to play, it's now Peru Central 28 and Beekmantown Central 6. Many people in the North Country waited a year for this matchup. Last season, Beekmantown victorious over Peru 18-17. That one picked up at the 10 by Facette. Nice tackle by Dupree. Dupree with the tackle. Last season, Beekmantown 18, Peru 17 in a barn burner. The only loss that Peru Central felt all season. And today on the very same field, both teams came loaded for excitement. It's been a hard-hitting game. It's not over. But Beekmantown had leaped back into it. Peru comes right down to add points to their total. 25-yard line, and Chase Vaughn goes to the air. double pumps and hits Facette at the 30. Facette, nice pickup after the reception, and that'll be a first down. Facette's slow to get up. He's limping his way back to the huddle. The game statistics will be interesting following this one to see how many completions for Vaughn, how many completions for Matt Bazayo. How much yardage does Kelleher have on the ground? I don't think he has a 100-yard game. First down. Ball at the 38-yard line. Big hole left side. To the outside is Chatelain. St. Clair for the tackle short of the 40-yard line of the Indians. Big pickup by Courtney Chatelain. And the Eagles come right back. This is one of those football games. And with remembrances of last year ever present, been a long year for Peru waiting for this game to take place. Chase Vaughn in the QB spot, just a sophomore. Big hole left side, and again Chatelain breaks to the outside. McCormick held on to drive Chatelain out of bounds. Laura Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. We are North Country Cable Network. And don't forget to send us a note or a postcard, Foxy Gagnon or North Country Cable, 7 Saratoga Court, Plattsburgh, New York. Become eligible for prizes in November and December as we have our giveaways to celebrate our biggest year ever, 2001. We expanded our coverage and made many new friends in the 2001 season, and we are very pleased, and we want to do a survey of our viewer base, so send us a card and you might win some prizes. Second down for the Eagles. And Chatelain has the first down. McCormick with the tackle along with Ortel and Rock. First down, and the Eagles continue to march, but we are in the fourth quarter. We have no idea how much time because the game clock has not worked all day. It says 57 seconds, and that's what's been registered since the opening kickoff. The score has changed, however, and it's Peru 28 and Beekmantown 6. Again, Chatelain. This time Ortel moved in quickly for the tackle. Ortel down below and Moore up top. Ball at the Peru 25 for a 2nd and 10. A beautiful sunny day in Beekmantown Central. What a day for football. T-shirt weather, who can believe it? 6th week of the CVAC season. Beekmantown at 3-2, Peru at 5-0. It's been a knockdown, drag 'em out game. Knocked down by Lyon at the line of scrimmage. Great play by Lyon, but he lands hard, and Trainer once again out on the field. Timeout called. Timeout on the field, and it is remaining Peru 28, Beekmantown 6. And Mrs. D'Angelo has been more than busy along the sidelines taking care of these Peru football players today. The bomb in the corner, caught by Rivers. Remillard or St. Clair on coverage, not sure which one, but a great catch by Jacob Rivers. Vaughn can air it out. I'll tell you what, just a sophomore, he'll definitely make his mark next season and the season after that. First and goal from the 2-yard line. And again, Beekmantown with the golden opportunity to get in the end zone. They had some early opportunities. They couldn't convert it into points. And in the long run, that tells much of the story. Both teams' offenses overall may be rather close for total yardage. They go to Anderson, and he's in. Anderson scores from 2 yards out. A big fourth quarter for both teams. Both teams with 2 scores. Anderson from 2 yards out on the handoff from Vaughn, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Right now it's 28-12. Anderson in the backfield. Vaughn may go for a passing play. This may be a passing play. It is, and over the middle and overshooting Facette. McCormick on defense. The 2-point conversion fails. And late in the fourth quarter, the score now on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard is Peru Central 28, Beekmantown Central 12. The busiest person along the sidelines, Mrs. D'Angelo. Her son, Howie D'Angelo, played last year, was a great lineman and one of the captains for Peru Central. She has been more than busy on the sidelines working on Chris Burnell's left knee at this time. She's taking care of several players today. Now watching for the onside kick. Peru scored a touchdown in the first quarter. Peru scored in the second quarter. They led 14-0 at the half. No scoring in the third quarter. Peru scored early in the fourth to make it 21-0.
Coming this way!
And there it is. Free ball, free ball. Beekmantown got to it. Free ball, Beekmantown got to it. I believe it was Facette. Let's see. Facette, I believe Facette got to it, number 20. It was free game. Great play by the Beekmantown special teams. The kickoff team gets the ball back. Here come the Eagles. I wish we knew how much time. It was 14-0 Peru going into the fourth quarter. They made it 21-0 on a 17-yard TD pass Bazayo to Ormsby. But then the ensuing kickoff, Kevin Facette ran it 85 yards to make it 21-6. Bazayo struck back to St. Clair. Down the middle, 49 yards, and it was 28-6. Beekmantown just came back to make it 28-12, and they get the ball back on the kickoff. Vaughn, Anderson, Chatelain, huge holes on the left side. Credit the left side of that line for Beekmantown. I'll look to see who's there. The center, Big Brad DeForge. And on the left side, number 57, Jason Burnell. And number 60, Slade Tulip on that left side. Huge hole on the left side. A first down for Chatelain. Bringing the play in is Ryan Dyer. I wish we knew how much time. 28-12 as the Eagles hungry for another score. The Eagles standing tall against a great Peru Central team. Handoff right side. Anderson cuts back. Godfrey caught up to him from behind. Also there's St. Clair. Middle of the defensive line, 69 for Peru is Martineau, 77 Moore. Martineau a junior, Moore a junior. I'm telling you, juniors play a key role here. The captain of the D right now is Godfrey, and Godfrey just a sophomore. Soderberg, who's had a great year for the Eagles, or for the Indians, is just a sophomore. Fourth quarter action. Chase Vaughn is quarterbacked all the way. Rolls out and complete to Rivers. First down and knocked out of bounds. Where? Around the 20? Or is that even closer than that? The Peru defense being pushed back. The Eagle crowd on their feet. A noisy Eagle crowd behind the Eagles bench. First down, looks like it's from the 14-yard line. First and 10 from about the 14. Vaughn at QB, what a job he's done. He looks again, fires same play and goes incomplete. Looking in the front corner of the end zone for Facette. 2nd and 10. I'd say it's more like the 13-yard line. And if our camera jitters from time to time, be patient with us. The anxious group of Peru coaches above us on our scaffold, they're above us, so if they fidget around and get nervous up there, we shake a little bit down below. And timeout called, whistles blow, what's up? Timeout called by the Peru defense. They want to re-huddle. And late in the 4th quarter, the score on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard, thanks to Mr. James Carlin for his support. It's Peru 28, Beekmantown 12. Beekmantown out of their huddle. 2nd and 10 from the Indians' 13-yard line. We're told 7 minutes left in the game. That's an eternity. Left side, McCormick rides Chatelain out of bounds near the 5. No, not near the 5. Well, let's see where they go with it. No. More like the 10-yard line. I'll listen for Jim Maston to tell me what yard line they're on. 3rd and 5 from about the 8-yard line. The pitch, Chatelain cuts it back, looks for the left side, he may have it, near the end zone, just out of bounds. Short of the end zone, at the 2 perhaps. Nope, to the 5. Oh my. 4th and about 1. 4th and about 1, and Beekmantown will take the timeout. It will be 4th and 1 for Beekmantown. Around 6 minutes, Coach Ewald out to talk to his defense, and he'll have some strong words for the defense, let me tell you. Now, the 12 points put up by Beekmantown equals the most scored against Peru Central's defense. Ticonderoga scored 12 in a 56-12 win for Peru Central. So the Eagles trying to get into that department. Importantly, 6:16 to play, we understand. For the Beekmantown Eagles, a score would make it 28-18, making it a 10-point differential. So the 2-point conversion would be key. And if they can get the 2-point conversion following a touchdown, that would make it 28-20. And then we would have a shootout in the final minutes of the game, let me tell you. The Eagles up to the line for a 4th and 1. Big play right now. Anderson hit, it'll see where it's spotted. Slicing across was Kelleher for the tackle. We'll see if he got it. They'll have to measure. This will be a huge measurement. We're going to go over our usual 2-hour time spot. So we will fade out. Here's the measurement if we can't see it. They got it by about inches. Inches. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. They got it by inches. Anderson with the carry. And we're going to, at some point, fade out so we can go to a new tape. And we'll extend past our usual 2-hour block of time. That's more for me and my camera person to know than you having to know that information, ladies and gentlemen. First and goal from, we'll call it the 2-yard line. First and goal from the 2. Chatelain. Short of the end zone. Second and goal. And if indeed this is one long fourth quarter, I'll tell you that. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Beekmantown rehuddles. Anderson and Chatelain in the backfield. Great job by the front line of Beekmantown. Brown on the right side. Tulip on the left side. Burnell on the left side. DeForge the center. They hand off, second man through is Chatelain. He's in. Courtney Chatelain scores. Beekmantown did not back down when they were behind 21-0. And it's now 28-18 on the Chatelain score. Chatelain with his 8th touchdown of the season. And now the big 2-point play. Laura, after this fade out, please. After this 2-point try. And we'll get ready to hook up to a new tape. It's 28-18 and a huge 2-point conversion. They give it to Anderson and he was stopped. Peru stops it. I see Soderberg on top. On the bottom, I see Josh Courier on the bottom. Courier and Martineau perhaps on the bottom. Peru stops the point after attempt, and with about 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is Peru 28, Beekmantown 18. This game had all the markings of a heavyweight championship bout, and that's certainly what it is today. Two excellent football teams in a knockdown, drag 'em out battle. Neither one will go down until the final horn sounds. So now, again, the onside kick expected. Beekmantown pulled it off on their last try. They got the onside kick. It went about 15 or 20 yards and was covered by Beekmantown. This one doesn't go 10 yards. It's hit and it'll be Peru ball. This one didn't go the necessary 10 yards. So Peru will have the football. Now, what do you do in the final 5 minutes? You're up by 10. You keep it on the ground. You try to get first downs. You pass if you have to. Or, hey, I know this Coach Ewald and his coaching staff, if they feel they can surprise the Beekmantown secondary, they will go to it. 45-yard line, Eagles territory. Peru with the ball and the 10-point lead. About 5 minutes to play. Godfrey and Kelleher in the backfield. Kelleher takes care of the football, cuts it off the left side. Flag thrown as Rivers moved up at the 40-yard line for the tackle. And that may be a holding call on Peru.
Tell him to run north and south.
And up above us, the coaches want to run north to south, which is don't run sideways along the field. Keep the ball and run it right up the gut and try to bang out your yardage. I assume it's a holding, although I haven't seen the signal from the officials. And again, Eddie LaMarche tests his knee and steps off 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from midfield. 1st and 15, the Indians. Matt St. Clair comes our way, gives us a wink. Bazile with Godfrey and Kelleher. I wish we knew how much time. Kelleher, but he was tripped up at the line of scrimmage. On top was Derek Reset for the Eagles. It was a stop, 2nd and 15. Boy, the Beekmantown offense in this fourth quarter. This has been an exciting fourth quarter. A touchdown by Zio to Ormsby for Peru. An 85-yard touchdown run on the kickoff by Kevin Facette of Beekmantown. A Bazio to St. Clair, 49-yard strike for a touchdown. And then Beekmantown twice, Anderson and Chatelain. Second and 15. They may have to go to the air. They give it to Godfrey. He dug out 5 yards, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And Beekmantown came up with the football. Jason Rafferty thought he'd wrestled it away from Godfrey, but no dice, according to the officials. 3rd and 10. How much time? Nobody talking time here. How much time?
Got about 3.5 minutes.
It's about 3.5 minutes unofficially, we'll call it. Unofficially, 3.5 minutes. That's an eternity. Kelleher slowed down. Rafferty slowed him down, and again Tulip with the defense. What a job by Slade Tulip today for Beekmantown Central. Number 6-0. And it will be 4th and 9 for Peru. And Peru will punt it away. Now Burnell, their usual punter, not able to kick. Who's in there to punt it away? That would be, well, we'll see who's going to kick.
Stop the kid. It's a toss. He's going to make 3. He's not going to run with you. Don't run the kid.
And that is Brian Dupree to kick it away, try to put Beekmantown deep in their own territory. Dupree kicks it towards the corner. Oh boy, will it go out of bounds? What a kick! Dupree put it just where he wanted it. You couldn't have kicked it any better. Dupree, number 1 right here. Dupree put it right in the corner of the end zone. A 99-yard journey is ahead for Beekmantown Central. If they're going to win it, they're going to earn it. 99 yards of football field ahead of them. And the Eagles have a task, but they have been able to move in this second half against the Peru defense. They have scored more points against Peru than any team has been able to do. They have 18 points on the board. It's 28-18. They need a score and a 2-point conversion. Ormsby and St. Clair, the deep men defensively, and from about the 1-yard line, they hand it off to Anderson. He's gang tackled. Martineau on top. Soderberg on the bottom. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Laura Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon, North Country Cable Network. Thanks, James Carlin. And Centennial Abstract with offices in Plattsburgh and Malone for their support. 2nd and 9. Will Vaughn drop back in his end zone and throw a bomb? 2nd and 9 from the 3-yard line. Vaughn from his own end zone airs it out. It's wobbly, up for grabs, and caught by Beekmantown. 3 Indian defenders there, caught by Facette. First down, and that gives Beekmantown some breathing room. All the way to the 20-yard line. Things have not come that easily for Peru Central. They have been tested by Beekmantown. Timeout on the field late in the game. The score on the Centennial Abstract scoreboard, Peru Central 28, Beekmantown Central 18. During that timeout, a cheer led by Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Godfrey and the other moms of the Peru players. We are the Indians, mighty, mighty Indians. The option, and Rivers is swamped. They tried to go to that option with the pass from Rivers looking downfield for Facette, but he had no chance. Several Indians in on it. And a big loss on the play. I think that was Rivers, and he is slow to get up, and he's injured. It will be second and long for Beekmantown. Coach Mark Haley there for Beekmantown, and now Dr. Richard Adams to check on Jacob Rivers. We hope Rivers is okay. This has been one great game.
Mind, Remy, don't play on the outside.
We've got the cheerleaders against each other. We've got Spira. How about you? It's the Beekmantown crowd against the Peru cheerleaders. I'll get into this. I've got Spira. How about you? Coach Larry Ewald strolls off the field. He'll have a lot to think about after this game. We're told that it's about a minute 20 seconds to play. That's unofficially about a minute 20. Beekmantown needs a big scoring strike and then the 2-point conversion. They are down by 10, but they have played an excellent game against Peru. Now the Peru sidelines yells defense. And the Peru moms get into the cheer. How you doing? Here's the play. They run. They give it to Anderson. Stopped by Kelleher. And the Peru player down now. And it's Pete Lyon. He had a leg injury earlier. Doc Adams and Mrs. D'Angelo putting in mileage today. Oh, they're saying this is Morse? No, well, let's see. Yeah, that's Morse. I see Pete Lyon over in the huddle. So this is number 53. That would be David Morse, the 6', 205-pound junior lineman. It has been a bruiser of a football game. It's one where you go order a bucket of wings after this one, folks. No question about it. A bucket of wings on the way home. Timeout on the field. It's Peru 28, Beekmantown 18. The injured player helped off the field, David Morse. David Morse, one of our favorites since he was a young'un. And back to the action. Vaughn to pass. He airs it out. He had time. Across the middle. Complete to Rivers and Remillard on defense. Beekmantown in the hurry-up offense. They signaled first down. I'll tell you, that was close. First down and 10. They're at the 31. The screen pass and incomplete. Remillard coverage on Rivers. Oh, they like to go to Rivers. Keep an eye for Courtney Chatlin downfield. Beekmantown forced to pass. They are at the 30-yard line, 70 yards of green grass in front of them. The Peru fans cheering. A lot of moms over there that are going to cook a big dinner for their kids. 27 seconds, we're told. Mr. Lee on the sidelines, keeping us posted. Second and 10. That doesn't matter so much. It's the time and the yardage. Out of the shotgun. Vaughn airs it out. This way for Facette. Great, both offense and defense. Facette and McCormick. Vaughn got it there. McCormick on the defense. Facette with the offense. Coach Kelleher and Coach Dory have left the eyes in the sky with the seconds waning. And boy, they put in a full game. They work hard up there. 41 seconds. Okay. Back to 41 seconds. Time for Beekmantown to score. Facette goes left. Rivers left. Pressure on the Peru secondary. They need a stop. This is the third down play. Airing it out. What a catch! Rivers catches it! Driven out of bounds by St. Clair, but they're up to the 40. Can this Vaughn pass or what? Chase Vaughn, just a sophomore. He gets it to the Indians' 40. The defenders were there, but oh boy, was he focused or what? Great reception. Let me tell you, Beekmantown making a game out of this one. They were down 21-0 after 3 quarters. They've done all their scoring in the fourth. Touchdowns by Facette on an 85-yard kickoff return. Anderson and Chatelain added the 2 most recent scores. It's 28-18, 40 yards away from pay dirt, 30 seconds to play, and no one there. The pressure was on Vaughn. In fact, his own line was pushed right into him. Coach Ewald hoping for a penalty on that pass attempt, but they won't get it. Second down. They're saying that was a lateral. It was a pass and a free ball for anybody, I guess. 2nd and 10, but 40 yards. Laura, be ready. This Eagle team will frighten defense secondaries around the league. Coach Haley, mid-season, made a change. Moved Facette from quarterback to wide receiver, the split end position. 5 steps back, pressure on Soderberg with the defense. Steve Soderberg with a big play. Just 8 seconds remaining as we change the battery. Beekmantown intentionally grounded the ball, down the ball to stop the clock. 8 seconds and the 4th down play for the Eagles from the 49-yard line, and that's it. Anderson, no place to go. The Peru defense closes out the game and gets the football, and that is it. That's the game. Peru Central avenges their loss to Beekmantown in the 2000 season with a win here today, 28-18 over a stubborn and gritty Beekmantown Central team. Peru struck their first possession, a 3rd down play, 73-yard TD pass, Bazayo to St. Clair. McCormick added the kick. It was 7-0. 2 drives by Beekmantown stopped in the first quarter. Interception by St. Clair, interception by Remillard. Second quarter, 48-yard touchdown pass, Bazayo to St. Clair. McCormick kicked the point after. It was 14-0. 2 drives by Beekmantown stopped by Peru defense. Interceptions by Remillard and Kelleher. At halftime, it was 14-0, Peru Central. In the third quarter, no scoring, but a big interception. A big interception by Rivers of Beekmantown set up a scoring drive, but it fell short for Beekmantown. And then in the fourth quarter, following a touchdown, 17 yards, Bazayo to Ormsby and the McCormick kick. It was 21-0, but then Beekmantown came alive, sparked by a Kevin Facette 85-yard touchdown kickoff return, made it 21-6. Hauser blocked the point after kick. It remained 21-6. Then Bazayo struck St. Clair for the 3rd time in this game, 49 yards. Lyon kicked the extra point. It was 28-6. Don't count the Eagles out. They came back and scored twice. Paul Anderson and Courtney Chatelain each into the end zone in the fourth quarter, and it was 28-18. A great battle over the closing 5, 6, 7 minutes, and Peru victorious. A hard-hitting football game, as good a football game as you want to see in the CVAC or the Northeast for high school football. Our thanks to James Carlin and Centennial Abstract for their support. Thanks to Laura Gagnon for her work on camera. This is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of everyone at North Country Cable Network saying final score, Peru Central 28 and Beekmantown Central 18. Good night. No.